Right then, good morning everybody. It's Jude Lennon with Little Lamb Tales and Lammy, of course. Can you give him a wave and say hi, Lammy? So I'm trying something new this morning. This is a time when we try new things that maybe have scared us before, and now we've got the opportunity. So I'm actually doing a live on YouTube at the same time as a live on Facebook. What could possibly go wrong? We'll find out. Okay, so welcome to Little Lamb Tales, interactive storytelling. So we're going to start with our usual song. If you've seen me before, you know the words. If you haven't, it's so easy. Everyone can join in, even parents, grandparents, aunties and uncles and anybody else who is watching. Here we go. Hello everyone, how are you? Hello everyone, how are you? Hello everyone, how are you? How are you today? If you're feeling okay, give me a wave. If you're feeling pretty good, show me your thumbs. If you're feeling amazing and ready for stories, give me your best smile. Fabulous. Right then, Lammy, what have we got in the bag today? Have a good look and see. Ooh, there's a whole range of songs and stories. Some stories. Let's see what we've got in here. What's coming out first? Oh. Now, this is a very famous story. It's written by a gentleman called Hans Christian Andersen, who wrote all kinds of fairy tales like The Little Mermaid and The Red Shoes, but this is one of his most famous. This is The Ugly Duckling. There's lots of actions in this. Okay, so those of you who have seen me do this all week will know this is how we start our stories. Are we ready? Long, 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 long. All together now. Long ago, when the whole of this area was covered in woods and trees, there was a mummy duck, and she had made a nest. Let's see the nest. And in the nest there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 eggs. Mummy duck sat on the eggs. Can you sit on the eggs? And she waited. Can you wait? And waited. And waited. And waited until one day she heard the eggs starting to crack, and out hatched 1, 2, 3, 4 gorgeous, cute, fluffy little ducklings. Oh, they were so sweet. Cheep, 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 cheep. Should we all do that together? Cheep, 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 cheep. There was still 1 egg in the nest though. Mummy duck looked at it. It doesn't look quite like the other eggs. Never mind, she said, I will sit on it and wait. So let's sit on the egg. She sat and she waited and she waited and she waited, and eventually that little egg cracked and out hatched a duckling. It wasn't yellow and cute. It was grey and fuzzy. Never mind, said Mummy, I will love you just as you are. The next day, Mummy Duck decided she would take the ducklings over the farm to the pond. Come on, ducklings, she said. So off they set. Are you ready to waddle? They waddled and 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 they waddled. They waddled past the farmyard cat. Can you meow like the cat? Meow. Can you stretch? Meow. Ooh, what's that? She said, pointing to the little duckling. Oh, what an ugly duckling! I've never seen anything like that before. Take it away! Mummy Duck gathered the ducklings and carried on. Poor little duckling, show me your sad face. Let's go. They waddled and 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 they waddled over the farm. They crossed past the farmyard dog. Can you woof? Woof, 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 woof. Oh, said the dog. What's that? I've never seen a duckling as ugly as that before. Oh, take it away at once. Poor ugly duckling. Can you make me a sad face? Nobody seemed to like him. Come on, said Mummy Duck, I love you. Are we ready to waddle? They waddled and 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 they waddled until they came to the farmyard horse. Can you neigh? Neigh! Can you flip your hair? Your mane. Ooh, what's that? said the farmyard horse. "I've never seen an ugly duckling like that before. Take it away." Poor ugly duckling. Nobody liked him, and a tear rolled down his beak. "Never mind," said Mummy. "Come on, we'll go to the pond. Are we ready?" They waddled and 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 they waddled until they arrived at the pond. The little cute yellow ducklings weren't sure, and they hovered around the edge of the pond going, "Ooh, ooh, not sure we like it." The ugly duckling jumped straight in. Oh, he was brilliant. He swam this way, let's do that, and this way, and that way, and back. He loved the water, and he was very, very good at swimming. The other ducklings had a go. They stuck close to Mummy. "You see," called Mummy, "you're very good at swimming. How brilliant are you?" It got to the end of the day. "Come on," said Mummy, "back to the barn." So the ducklings got out of the water. They shook off their feathers. Can you do that? And they set off back across the barn. You ready to waddle? They waddled and 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 they waddled past the farmyard horse. "Oh, take that ugly duckling away." Let's go. They waddled and 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 they waddled past the farmyard dog. "Take that ugly duckling away." They waddled and 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 they waddled past the farmyard cat. "Oh, take that ugly duckling away." They waddled and 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 they waddled back to the barn. By now the ugly duckling was feeling very, very sad. Nobody wanted him. Mummy Duck settled all the ducklings into the nest. "Now," she said, "sleep tight." But in the middle of the night, while Mummy and all the 4 yellow ducklings were fast asleep, the ugly duckling crept out and tiptoed out of the barn. We've got to waddle quietly. He waddled and 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 he waddled until he crept out across the farmyard and down to the river. And there he made a little nest for himself in the bulrushes, and he hid himself in a little ball and fell asleep. The ugly duckling stayed there for many, many weeks. He tried to stay hidden. He didn't want people to see him if he was so ugly. He didn't want to scare people. One day, he looked up in the sky and he saw some beautiful white birds flying down, and they landed on the river, and they swam past him so gracefully they looked like boats. "Oh, they're beautiful," said the ugly duckling. He stepped a step closer. "Why can't I be like that? Why am I such an ugly duckling?" One of the beautiful birds, which is a swan, swam over. "Hello, what are you doing here?" I'm hiding because I'm so ugly." "Ugly? You're not ugly, you're just like me." "I'm not just like you, I'm an ugly duckling." "Step forward." So the ugly duckling and the swan stepped forward, and they looked in the river. And the reflection showed the ugly duckling that there was not 1, but 2 beautiful, graceful swans. "Come on," said the swan, "come and join us." And so the ugly duckling swam out with the other swans, beautiful and graceful. And guess what? He lived happily ever after. The end. Oh, give yourselves a clap. Well done. Fantastic. We like that story, don't we, Lammy? Right then, Lammy. Oh, what else is going to be in the bag? Oh, no, Lammy, not today. There's not any stories about you today. That's going to be tomorrow. Okay? Here we go. Let's see what's going to come out now. Oh. Here we go. This story is called Touching a Star, and it goes like this. Once upon a time there was a little girl, and she really wanted to touch a star. That's all she wanted to do, and every night she would sit by her window. She'd look out at the stars. Can you show me the stars? They were twinkling beautifully in the sky. "If only I could touch a star, I'd be so happy," said the little girl. One night, as she lay in her bed, she couldn't sleep. She tossed this way, she tossed that way. She moved this way, she moved that way. I'm going to go and try and touch a star, she said. And so she pulled on her welly boots, have you got your welly boots? And her coat, and off she set. Are we ready? She walked, and walked, and walked, and walked. She walked until she came to the little pond. And on the pond she could see the moon and the stars twinkling down back at her. Maybe I could touch a star that way. And she jumped into the pond. Let's go. She swam this way. She swam that way. She swam this way. She swam all around the pond. Of course, as she did, all the stars and the moon disappeared because they were just reflections from the sky. Oh, I just want to touch a star, she said. She climbed out of the pond. She shook off her arms. Shake off your arms. She shook off her legs. She shook off her hair. And then she set off once more. Let's go. She walked and walked and walked and walked. This time she walked so far that she needed a bit of a rest. She was in the middle of a field and there was a tree. And she sat down under the tree. She took her wellies off too. They were a bit smelly. Oh, my feet. Just then, 2 little fairies fluttered down in front of her. Can you make the fairies with your fingers? What are you doing here? Well, I just want to touch a star. Oh, we can help you with that. Here you go. You need to find 4 feet, no feet, and a ladder without stairs. That doesn't make any sense, said the little girl. 4 feet, no feet, and a ladder without stairs? That's going to be impossible. No, 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 said the fairies. Keep looking and you will find it. And off they fluttered. Let's flutter away. Well, said the little girl, I better keep looking then. She put her wellies back on. Let's put them back on. And off she set. Let's go. She walked and walked and walked and walked and walked and walked until she came to another field and there was a horse munching grass. She would munch the grass. Excuse me, said the girl. I'm looking for somebody called 4 feet. That's me, said the horse. Look, got 4 hooves. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's me. Did the fairies send you? Yes, how did you know? I've done a bit of work for them in the past. They're ever so helpful. Hop on my back. I suppose you need to find no feet. Yes, I do. Fantastic. The little girl got onto the horse's back. You ready to make the sound of the horse? And off they set, across the fields, over the hills, until they came to the beach. Right, this is where I say goodbye. You'll find no feet here. Oh, but where? Just look out to sea. So the little girl jumped down from the horse and she strode forward to the sea. She looked out this way. Let's look this way. She looked out this way. She looked out right in front of her. And there suddenly she saw a silver fin flipping out of the sky, out of the sea. And it came closer. And the big silverfish said, "Are you looking for me?" Maybe. I'm looking for no feet. Yeah, that's me. I've got no feet, just flippers and fins. Come on, hop on my back and I'll take you. And so the little girl jumped onto the fish's back. Are we ready? And they swam 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 out into the ocean until there appeared a rainbow that came down from the sky and touched the sea in front of the little girl. Here you go. You need to climb the rainbow, the ladder without stairs. Oh, I see, said the little girl. Thank you very much. And she started to climb. Are we ready? She went up and 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 up. And as she climbed, it got colder and it got darker and darker. And all around her, she could see lots and lots of stars twinkling. Can you show me those twinkly stars again? They were twinkling brightly, and she stretched out her hand to try and reach one, and she fell, 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 all the way down the rainbow. And then she woke up in her bed the next morning. Oh, she said, was it all a dream? But when she opened her hand, lying right in the palm was the star. It twinkled at her, and then it flew away. I did touch a star, she said. I really, really did. The end. Give yourselves a clap. Fantastic. Right then. Okay, Lammy, that was another story we really liked. No, there's still no stories about you today. Sorry, Lammy. Wait another day. We're going to do a story tomorrow. Let's see. Oh, what have we got in here now? Oh. Now, this story is based on a nursery rhyme. See if you can work out which one it is. We'll sing it at the end. Here we go. Once upon a time, not far from here, there was a tall, tall building, and it had a drain pipe running all the way up the side of it. And at the very, very top of that drain pipe lived a spider mummy with all her spider babies. Spider mummy looked in her cupboard and she realised that there wasn't a lot to eat. I'll go to the shop, she said. So she put on her hat. Can you put on her hat? And then she put on her shoes. Now, spiders have got 8 legs, so we need to put on 8 shoes. We ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then she slid down the drain pipe. We ready? Whee! And she set off down the road. She scurried this way. Should we do that? She scurried that way. She scurried this way. She scurried that way. She scurried this way. She scurried that way. I wonder what I can find to eat. And she went into Home Bargains. It's always full of lovely things. And so she popped in and she filled her basket with treats and sweets and things like that. And then she came out of the shop. Oh, my spider babies will be so happy I've got all these lovely things to eat. Uh-oh. While the spider mummy had been busy shopping, a big, dark cloud had covered the sun and it had started to rain. And as the spider mummy hurried home, she could feel it dripping on her head. Let's do that. Drip, 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 until it was pouring. Oh no, she said. She scurried back to her drain pipe as quickly as she could and she started to climb. Now let me tell you, going down a drain pipe, easy. Going up, a lot of hard work. Let's try. She tried to climb up and up and up and up and up, but then a great big rush of rain came down and, oh, dearie me, she was washed to the very, very bottom. Poor spider. She sat at the bottom of the drain pipe, looking very, very miserable. Show me your best miserable face. And she waited. And waited and waited, and eventually the rain stopped and the sun came out and it dried up all of the rain, and so she was able to climb the drain pipe again. Let's go. She went up and 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 up all the way to the very top, and her spider babies were very pleased to see her. The end. Did you guess what the nursery rhyme was? That's right, it was Incy Wincy Spider. So should we sing that now? Are we ready? Incy Wincy Spider climbed up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sunshine and dried up all the rain. So Incy Wincy Spider climbed up the spout again. Oh, give yourselves a clap, everybody. Fantastic. Right then, I think we must have time for one more. What do you think, Lammy? No, it's still not about you, Lammy. No, there will be stories about you, but just not today. Here we go. This is called Grandma's Box. It goes like this. Once upon a time, there was a little girl, and she'd gone to stay with her grandma for the school holidays. Grandma always looked after her, and she had a very, very lovely bedroom all to herself there. Had a little table by the bed and a lamp on it so she could read her books at night. Since her last visit, Grandma had put something new there, a lovely carved box. Whatever you do, said Grandma, do not look inside the box. Okay, said the little girl. It was Monday. The little girl woke up. She stretched, let's stretch and yawn. Oh! And she saw the box sitting on the bedside table. I'm sure I can take just a little look. Nobody will know. And so she opened the box and out jumped a mouse. It squeaked at her. Should we squeak? Squeak, squeak, squeak. And then it ran out into the garden. Goodness me, said the little girl. What a surprise. She spent the rest of the day with Grandma. You didn't open the box, did you? No, Grandma. Good. Whatever you do, do not open the box. The next day, it was Tuesday. The little girl woke up, she stretched and yawned. I'm sure it won't matter if I just have one little look, surely. Might just be another mouse. And so she opened the box. Out jumped a cat. The cat meowed at her. Let's meow. Meow. And it set off into the garden. How strange, said the little girl. How did that cat fit in that little box? I wonder, is Grandma magic? So the next day, it was Wednesday, the little girl woke up, she stretched and yawned. I'm going to look in the box. What could possibly go wrong? I've already had a cat and a mouse. Maybe it'll be something really cute this time. So she got the box. Out jumped a rabbit. It hopped all the way around the bedroom and then out into the garden. Goodness me, said the little girl. How strange. I think Grandma must be magic. The very next day, it was Thursday. The little girl stretched and yawned. I wonder what's going to be in the box today. I can't wait to find out. She'd forgotten what Grandma had said. Don't look in the box. Instead, she picked it up and she opened it. Out jumped a dog. Can you bark at the dog? Woof, 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 woof. And the dog chased its tail and then went out into the garden. Goodness me, said the little girl. What a surprise. I think Grandma is magic. Later that day, Grandma said, you've not been looking in the box, have you? Don't look in the box. I've already told you that. It is not safe. Whatever you do, do not look in the box. So, the next day arrived. It was Friday. The little girl stretched and yawned. She picked up the box. She opened it a tiny amount. Rah! Rah! Oh my goodness me! What on earth is that? Rah! Grandma stood at the door. You weren't about to open that, were you? That's the dragon. If you let the dragon out, there's no going back. I'm sorry, Grandma. I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to look in the box, but it was so pretty. And the mouse and the cat and the rabbit and the dog, they were really cute and fluffy. I promise I will never look in the box again. Just as well, said Granny. You can look in the box when you're older, like me, and I pass my magic on to you. Until then, leave it alone. And after that, the little girl did exactly as she was told, and she never ever looked in Grandma's wooden box until it was her turn to be magic. The end. Give yourselves a clap. Fantastic. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. We hope you have enjoyed our story time. We're back tomorrow at 10 o'clock with more stories. So bring your instruments again tomorrow. We might have some more instruments. I'm going to be doing a really popular classic tomorrow. And then tomorrow afternoon at 4 o'clock, we're going to have a story over on Jude Lennon author Facebook page. Thank you very much for joining. If you did manage to watch on YouTube, I hope it worked. I'll find out now. And take care, everybody. Bye. Take care. See you tomorrow.